Hello everyone, this is Vicki Verley. Thank you so much for joining me for your monthly tarot scopes. These monthly mini readings offer a glimpse into what it's really like to have a personal consultation with me. A private reading is much more personal and in-depth. I psychically tune into your energy and get visions and impressions that are specific only to you. If you would like to order a personal reading from me, or check out some of the other products and services that I offer, you can do so by checking out the link below. And now, without further ado, on to the reading. Aquarius. Hi everyone. Hello Aquarius. This is Vicki Verley, the Rock and Roll Prophetess, and we're here to do your July of 2015 tarot scope and astrology. Not astrology, but I may incorporate some astrology because there's quite a bit happening astrology-wise. But really, I meant to say animal totem for July 2015 Aquarius. People have often asked too about my deck. This deck that I'm using, this tarot deck, is the Hanson Roberts deck, and then of course the animal totem cards are my own design, and I did the definitions and everything. So, and there'll be links available for that, to purchase that or my book or a reading in the goods and services. It'll take you straight to where all my stuff is, or to order everything. I'm running about 3 weeks behind on the reading, so that's what it is. If you're going to book, you plan on waiting about 3 weeks. It's the best I can do. I'm really trying to, do more, but I can only do so much. Okay, I'm going to shuffle up for Aquarius. Come on now. Where's those cards for Aquarius for July? Here we go. Oh, there's another one. It's flipping all over the place. It's flipping out. Don't flip out cards. Okay, let's see here. And we need a bottom row for Aquarius. Huh. That kind of looks good. Alright, well, it looks like time to put something to bed. That's something I definitely want to say about this stuff down here. I don't always think of Aquarius as fixed signs, but you guys are fixed signs, and I guess you could be kind of fixed. This looks like you have been hanging on to something here, and it's really time to let it go. Devil in reverse is this freedom from bondage, and it's next to the world. It's like the world is everything. The world is the best card in the deck. Having it all. Next to this, I just feel this great sense of freedom. Like, this load is just lifted. I feel so much better. And then you have justice and moving on from, too. So justice has been done. It could be maybe some of you have been in a court. There's definitely been a disagreement here. Two people that have not been on the same page here. It's not her. She's in the upright position, but that was the card that was flipping all over the place. Maybe she was going to be in reverse, but it just feels like there's been some stress for you guys. I don't know. This is about justice has been done. So whether it is maybe it is. Maybe you've been fighting somebody in court. Justice is done, and you can move on, or you're free to go. You're free to go either way. Justice has been done. Sometimes they can say justice will be done too. Like it's not up to you to settle the score. That's another way this same scenario can work out here. Some of you are doing the same thing over and over again and expecting that different result, which that's that Einstein thing. So that's the definition of insanity. Because I'm looking at what you're moving on to, and it's kind of moving into more struggle. So in some cases, this may be a pattern. It could be a pattern of anything. It could be a pattern of relationships. People choose the same partners over and over again. There's a lot of emphasis on partnerships for you guys this month, too, with astrology. Because the 7th house, your 7th house of if you're Aquarius rising in particularly, but if you're Aquarius sun, it's your solar wheel, which may or may not be relevant. I don't know, but the jury's still out on that as far as transits. But anyways, 7th house and all this Leo stuff, but it's actually like Venus and Jupiter. you know, I said in some of the other readings, you know, astrologers will usually say that the Sun conjunct Jupiter is the luckiest day of the year. And that truly is a lucky day, but we're having Venus conjunct Jupiter. And it's trining Uranus. There's all kinds of really cool things that can happen. Magic can happen if you allow it. If you're too much on how it has to be, then that's going to be a hindrance. It's going to be a hindrance. If you let go of these expectations or preconceived notions, by letting go of preconceived notions, a whole world could open up to you. And it may be nothing that you've ever thought of in your mind or in your head. You know, it could be better than anything you could have imagined for yourself or whoever, you know, the future being. But there does seem to be a lot of resistance. The world is in here. I mean, the world is the best card on the deck, as I said at the very onset. So there's enormous potential. It has to do with releasing that moon in reverse, and there's something about you have an idea of that's got to be. There's very much. This tells me you got to have it this way. You know, I want it. Well, this is how you build a business. First, you do this. It's A, B, and C, and I think these are not necessarily those guidelines or those rules. You know, we have to loosen that up or let that go. Be open to other options. Be open to other possibilities here. I mean, maybe if it is like we're going to start a business in justice, maybe we'll get some kind of loan. But if you're applying the same principles, because this poverty mentality card's down here too. So there's an element of the poverty. This card, the Five of Pentacles, it's the poverty mentality, yes, but there's an element of and I totally lost it. I totally lost what I was going to say. But it's not just about being, you know, oh, I'm so poor. It's about refusing to see another way. That's what I was trying to say. I knew it would come back to me. Because if in most of these Five of Pentacles cards, and it's certainly the Rider-Waite, you know, that's the regular, you know, that's this card, this deck. I have a mini one over here. But in mine as well, this Hanson Roberts, the money's right there. The prosperity is right there. The warm building to get warm and food in is right there. But they just pass it right by because they're so down in the dumps and so in a mindset of, you know, this is how it's got to be. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So you know, you can't go about things the old way. You can't keep doing things the old way and expect this different result. I think you're going to get a major reprieve here, though. There's a major opportunity. But like, say you do get a loan, and then you start another business exactly like the business that failed last time, and you do it exactly the same way. Well, if you do it exactly the same way, probably odds are the exact same thing is going to happen again. You know, you got to be more open. And also, I'm feeling like when I'm saying this, that some people are going to say, well, I know, because my brother-in-law started a business, and blah, 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 blah. Well, the things aren't, it's not, your brother-in-law's path is not your path, you know. I was using that as a completely random example. It could be just any kind of thing. Like, I'm feeling for some of you like you've seen it work. Well, that guy has a chain of restaurants, and he did blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, maybe the restaurant business isn't for you, you know, and just because it worked out that way for him or whoever, it's not going to work out. It doesn't mean it will work out that way for you. If there was like a, you know, a blueprint for this, then everybody, you know, we wouldn't have this, the world wouldn't be like it is. There's no exact blueprint for everything, and everybody has their own little twists and turns, and everybody has to cultivate and develop what's best for you and follow you. Because the universe will sometimes just knock you around here. So it's about being open. There is tremendous opportunity. I feel like this is you. You know, you're the air sign. I mean, there's a chance it could be some other air person, but I'm feeling very strong that that's you. And, you know, this is about doubting and not trusting. And, seeing your future as all these obstacles and there's all these things in the way that I can't see. It's all, you know, that's what this is. Let's open that up. And Two of Rods in the reverse says you're not going in the right direction. Two of Rods upright, like if this was like this and like this, it'd be like, wow, you really see the path clear and you're going to, but it's not. You know, the direction you're looking in is maybe not going to work for you. So being open, it's not anything bad you're doing, you know, because you're in the upright position. Although again, that card did twirl all over the place. Maybe it was coming upright, but it's nothing to beat yourself up about. It's more about I want to say being open to synchronicity. You know, because with Jupiter and Venus trine Uranus, that's luck, and that's things come popping up out of the blue. People are going to be getting messages. You're going to get messages. Everybody is. But it's with Uranus, it's when you're not even thinking about it. Or it could be a business plan or idea that you've never even thought of, you know, but it'll just show up. But and if you're like, well, no, I'm going to get the chain of restaurants, and I know how it's a foolproof plan, and this is where I'm going, this is where I'm going. Fast as it comes in, fast as it goes away. Just like that, gone. Well, Uranus is your ruler too, Aquarius. I mean, so you're familiar with Uranian energy. Or you could get some flashes of idea and blow it off as, oh, well, no, that's not part of the plan. And that's not usually your nature. You guys are pretty go with the flowy. You know, you're pretty out there anyway, but just be aware of that. I think there's huge potential. I'm not saying nothing good, because you have the world here and you have justice. But it's definitely about, it's time to put something to bed. You're beating a dead horse. That's another thing that just came up. Okay, let's take a look at your animal totem for July. And by the way, again, these are my own deck, the Beast Mistress Animal Totem deck. And you can follow that link and get them. But I'm trying to find your card, Aquarius, for July. I got it. Ooh, Stingray. I like that. It's electric. Instead of trying to hold the camera up, I'm going to edit them in later. But I want you to look at the card, too. First, I'll read what I wrote. Elegant, electric, fluid, deep. Unwavering persistence, ambition. Responsible wielding of innate power. Maneuvering gracefully through life. That's very key, because this is what I was talking about, maneuvering gracefully. Now, these rods are like trying to get through some pricker bushes, you know, and all you see is, you know, obstacles. And this is a cool card for you, too. I think this could even be like, we were just talking about Uranus and electric eel, you know, that's, you know, Uranus, which rules Aquarius, rules electricity. So I feel like this is very much a key. I want you to take a look at some of these shapes and swirls and let your subconscious mind, that was my intention with these cards, that there will be messages that I would speak to you. So take a minute to do that. And it is more about the flowing and not trying to make it happen, and being the gracefully. If there's turbulent waters, you know, then it's time to, you know, it's diverting you into another direction, and just go ahead and follow along with it. Okay, Aquarius, stay tuned. I got a few things to talk about, and I'll be right back, and have a great July. Hi everyone, before we go, I wanted to let everyone know that I've signed up for Patreon. So if you want to, I mean, you can still donate through PayPal and through Google Wallet. But if you enjoy all the free content that I post every month, you can sign up to Patreon, and it's just my name, patreon.com/VickyVerley. If you go on my main channel under the About section, you'll find all that. You know, there's a link to Patreon and everything else, how to order a mandala, how to get a reading, prints, everything that's available. And of course on Amazon, if you're learning how to read tarot from these videos, you know, you can order my book, Tarot in the Modern World. It's less than $10, very reasonable. And everything is on this Order the Mandala page. If you can't find anything else, go to the Order the Mandala page. And there we have everything. My deck, the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards is there. You know, the charts, the reports, and make a donation through PayPal. So I really do appreciate all your support. You know, it's a labor of love, but it does take up quite a bit of time to get all these readings out to you guys every month. And any little bit definitely helps. Also on my main page, you can check out some of my other channels on the home section. I've got a link to some of my other stuff here. You know, this is Vivi Creator Shorts. It's my keyboard station. And if you have small children, I have the Vicky Verley channel, which is learning songs for kids. Okay, I want to thank you all for donating and liking and sharing and commenting and subscribing to my channels. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate, and I'll speak to you soon.